Decriminalizing the most common psychedelic mushrooms will be on the agenda when the Minnesota legislature is back in session. That is one of the recommendations coming out of the state's Psychedelic Medicine Task Force. Fox 9's Corin Hoggard is live at the Capitol for us. And so, Corin, this would be a pretty limited legalization, correct?
Yeah, that's right, Kelsey. For now, it's just decriminalization for natural mushrooms with psilocybin, although even that might require a little extra magic because there's no leeway for growing or sharing.
So this one would basically allow people to have mushrooms, use them, possess them.
Psychedelic mushrooms are moving closer to clearance in Minnesota. A supermajority of the Psychedelic Medicine Task Force came out in support of decriminalization Monday. Full legalization is not on the table for now, but researchers say it could create a safer market.
Public safety would involve regulation so people know what they're getting. People aren't being sold things that don't have what they say they are, like we're seeing with these diamond shrooms.
Those legal and possibly psychoactive products got recalled, and the FDA says they landed 70 people in the hospital and may have killed 3. An FDA panel also recently rejected MDMA as a PTSD treatment in their first consideration of a Schedule I psychedelic for medical use. The Minnesota Task Force is recommending more studies on how psilocybin, LSD, and MDMA might be worthwhile.
The advantage of MDMA is it instantly creates rapport with, say a veteran and their therapist, where they wouldn't maybe be able to get in the right state of mind to be helped at all, especially with PTSD and those things.
Some task force members also argued that legalizing medical use of psychedelics would not lead to shady doctors handing out prescriptions because they're still considered Schedule I narcotics and federal restrictions are in place.
I'm going to guarantee you that no one in the state of Minnesota who does not have a DA's, Schedule License 1, which is only for, research, will want to put their license on the line.
But after more than a year of meetings, the task force did not go as far as approving medical use. And ultimately, its recommendations are just suggestions. They're not binding on lawmakers. The task force is done making recommendations for now, but it's still finalizing its report. That'll be presented to the legislature in January. As for the likelihood that it'll pass the legislature, well, it's too early to tell. Live at the Capitol, Corin Hoggard, Fox 9.